I believe we're at a crossroads in the church in America. The world is headed down a one-way street, and it's a dead end. So the question becomes, how can we, the church, bridge the gap that is growing wider and wider between the church and secular culture? We've got to start creating intersections of meeting people with the gospel. Today, 80% of the population is living in the cities, and every day it's growing more and more. We have an unprecedented opportunity to make an impact in our culture with the gospel by making an impact with the cities of North America and the cities around the world. Imagine if we could reach the major metropolitan cities of the world with the gospel of Christ. What would that mean to building God's kingdom? What would that mean to impacting the culture for the glory of God? This vision may seem overwhelming to any one of us alone, but what if God has a plan? What if God has a biblical strategy that we might become a part in? That this generation might see a global movement of the gospel that we haven't witnessed in human history. It would mean intersecting our lives and our callings and our churches together for a greater cause, for a greater mission, the mission of taking the gospel to every nation, to every tribe, to every people, to every language. I believe God has a plan, and I believe God has a strategy. It's working together and partnering together. The Bible tells us in Philippians 2 that when we are one in purpose, we bring joy to the Lord. Scripture tells us that when we work together, it's iron sharpening iron. We're challenged in the book of Hebrews to spur one another on towards love and good deeds, and to encourage one another all the more as we see the day approaching. Jesus told us in John 17 that when the church works together, we demonstrate to the city who it is that we're serving. But as long as we stay on our side streets, and as long as we travel the streets seeing nothing but yield signs and stop signs, it will be overwhelming. Apostello wants to help create highways and interstates, to move faster and to go further, to expand our boundaries and to accomplish more. Apostello wants to connect local churches together and to partner churches together to reach the city, to connect local churches together and partner together with missionaries to reach the unengaged, unreached people groups around the world. When we build that infrastructure, we can impact our cities and the nations with the gospel of Christ.